Hey y'all. Get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here, please. Ooh, we got mess. We got mess. The mess will not go away. And y'all know the rules around here. We come back as the gossip permits. And unfortunately, the gossip has permitted us, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, the gossip permits us today to be back yet again. So it's more mess going on. It looks like we got a little bit of a showdown between Ming Lee and Brit Eady. I noticed online y'all call her everything but Brit, so we can call her Britches, Brandy, Broomhilda, you know, Brandywine, whatever the hell y'all want to call her. But the showdown is going down. We're going to talk about that little weird interview she did with that blazer on, looking real wooden and leathery. Still crying about Kenya and now the rest of the girls too. We got to talk about our girl, one of the few people I like on this porch, Miss Nene Leaks, shading Kenya more and using her own words to do it. I was like, Lord, not Nene ain't resharing what Kenya had to say now that it applies. I said, oh, well, this has happened. This is happening and it's justified. So while we can point out the fact that, the situation with Kenya and Brit is what it is and what the network should have done and the mess that Andy Cohen is pulling. We can point out all that. But Nene's right too. Um Now y'all remember we had a whole video because we had to talk about what Jessie Woo say she know about the situation because she had some connection to that friend circle. Now we got to discuss if Jessie Woo is doing too much. I'm just going to say it. I think she may well be, but this would not be the first time. This wouldn't be the first time. So we're going to talk about that. Also, Kendrick Lamar's video for the song Luther dropped today. And I want to talk about it because I want to know what y'all think. I enjoyed it. I loved it. Got a little misty. I love that Luther Vandross was kind of showcased heavy in the video. I really enjoyed that. His vocals were showcased heavily in the video. I really enjoyed that. Um, and one piece of news that was not good news to me, but we're gonna discuss that too. Now, y'all might not be as traumatized by this last piece of news as I was, but I was traumatized. And so I need someone to talk to, and so I'm talking to you. Now, let me greet who's in here so we can get into what in the hell is going on. Okay? How y'all doing? We got Miss Nisi in the house. Hey, girl. Happy Friday. Happy TGIF to everybody. Happy Friday. Glad y'all made it. Happy weekend eve, whatever you want to call it. Glad to see you here. Thank you for being like number 2. Sweet Beloved is like number 3. Hey, girl. How you doing? DB is in the house. My nephew is here. You better hit that like button. I'm gonna get you. Hey, Emma Crawford. How you doing, Emma? Please hit the like button. Thank you for being here. She did. Emma's like number 6. Thank you, Emma. Lady Blue is number 5. Hey, girl. Listen, this is for us regular girls. Not the people that's chasing drama and like to hear lies just because we don't like certain people. This is for the real girls over here. We're the real girls. So us real girls gonna talk. Miss Sparkle, our resident Mary Kay lady, is here, and she's asking y'all to please hit the like button. And I'm begging for likes and my bubbles. Don't forget your engagement button on the bottom right hand side of your screen, the circle with the heart emoji. Tap it and hit any emoji you want. Send up bubbles. You know I need them. Y'all know I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Queena, country girl Queena, is in the house. Hey, girl. Sasha. Shasha. You know what? I'm always tempted to call you Sasha. Shasha. Hey, Shasha. Thank you for being like number 9. Miss Lovely T is in the house. Hey, girl. How you doing? It's so good to see you. It's been a little minute, huh? D Amazing D Crazy DS is here, and she's number 17 as well. She's here to run that reflection corner. But as we know, DS usually spends most of her time in the reflection corner, so she can show you where everything is. Nikita T, girl, where you been? Happy Friday. You number 17 too. All y'all hit the button at the same time. I love it. Hey, Amanda K, what's up? Thank you for being 19. Miss Thelma's in the house. Hello, lady. How you doing? Good to see you here. Tracy Lashley, thank you for being number 20, sis. Glad to have you. Glad you made it. Hope y'all are having a wonderful Friday. D. Seratinas is also number 20. I like it. I like it. I like it. Ooh, Amanda say Brit is the Lulu. Yeah, the fact that she thought she was going to get an apology or she wants one is crazy. Listen, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. That's all I can say about that. Leave the drugs alone, okay? Miss Kaiser Sose is in the house. She at work with her earbud in. I know that's right, sis. Thank you for being number 23. Yes, we got, you know what? We got to mention what's going on with Wendy Williams, too. Because, baby, these people are getting real aggressive because Wendy is fighting back for her freedom. Hey, Carrie Clark. Thank you for being number 28. Thank you, Ruth Ann Leverett. Hey, Ruth Ann. Thank you for being number 36. Glad to see you. Black Emmys. Thank you for throwing up my bubbles. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate my sisters. I'm that girl. One of our UK beauties is number 27. Hey, girl. Happy weekend. All right, Chris Siggers, how you doing? You finally caught a live. Well, we glad you caught us. We wasn't running. I'm glad you caught us. Rochelle, thank you for being number 33. I appreciate it. Shannon Campbell is number 20. And Rochelle, congratulations on your 45-month royal anniversary. You know, you my sister in real life. I love you to death. Kane TV is number 35. Hey, girl. My Janice is here. Hey, lovely. How you doing? Thank you for being number 36. And there's my niece. She's watching from Asia. She all the way in Asia. And y'all better be praying, traveling mercies over my baby while she's in Asia. My beautiful niece, Couture Bay. Hello, gorgeous. Have a good time. Ooh, try to find me a magnet. I like the magnets for the refrigerator. You know, when y'all go them exotic places, bring me a magnet. Magnet is, a spoon rest. Those are nice too. Okay. But yeah, have a good time. Be safe. Pay attention to your surroundings. Okay. Because you know they don't get to see pretty girls like you all the time. They might try to snatch you or something. So pay attention to your surroundings. Okay. I'm sure gonna do it. My other niece right now is in Costa Rica. I didn't even know this little heifer done jumped up, ran to Costa Rica. I called her because I seen her on Instagram in Costa Rica. I say, so you done jumped up and ran to Costa Rica, Carmen, San Diego. You ain't told nobody. Talking about, no, I could have swore I told you. I say, no, you didn't. Because if you had told me you was going to Costa Rica, I would know you was in Costa Rica. So I told her to make sure she brings back a refrigerator magnet too. Mm-hmm. Yes, Kane TV. You be collecting the magnets too. See, I told you this is the channel for the real girls. You know, us real girls. All right. My girl Nikita T. Oh, she sent me a cash app. Let me send a heart back. Thank you, sis. That's so sweet. Yeah, we finna get into it. We fast to get into it. Quiet Storm. Hey, how's our niece? Thank you for being number 39. That's right. Remember your number. Remember your number. For that like lottery. You know, this is the only place on YouTube with a like lottery. If they start doing it, you know where they got it from. So listen, let's get the housekeeping out the way because we got gossip and mess to dig into, and dig in we shall. Okay? So first of all, make sure you hit your like button. Keep your like number because we do have the like lottery. Just like Quiet Storm just told you, you can't win if you ain't got your number. If I call for your like number, which is the number that the counter goes up to when you hit the like button, you got 2 minutes to get to the chat with your like number and your cash app. Remember, you can't win if you don't hit the like button and keep your number, okay? Also, remember, the like lottery is a scratch off, not the Mega Millions. We got something on your 40, nothing on your light bill. Remember that, okay? So don't be like, I ain't win $200 over there. You're not going to win $200 over here, okay? We working people. Ain't nobody rich over here, okay? But it's a little fun, just something to do, okay? We love you guys. So listen, also make sure y'all are greeting people in the chat. Hey, Philly Joint, thank you for being number 40. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for being like number 41, Cha-Cha in the house. All right, she cha-cha to the right. Okay. I'm her. Hey, gorgeous. I'm so glad you made it in. We just getting started. So also, like I said, hit the like button, keep your like number. Give me them bubbles because I need them. Don't feel like if you ain't got twos and fews to send me on a Cash App or Super Chat or something, you're not supporting. Your comments mean everything to me, so I want to hear what you think. Please participate. The bubbles mean everything. The like button mean everything. So please, your form of support is appreciated here. Make sure y'all are greeting each other. Be friendly, be polite. We crack jokes. We act crazy. We don't idolize no celebrities, so anybody can get it over here. Anybody, and when I say anybody, I mean anybody. We can disagree. Make sure y'all agree to disagree respectfully. Nobody should be combative or insulting anyone in my chat. I won't tolerate it. It ain't gonna never happen. Okay, so let's all be nice. Don't be mentioning people in my chat, Chris. Don't do that. Please and thank you. Hey, too adorable. Thank you for being like number 43. Um, we can all be respectful. You know, we don't all have to agree on everything because everybody has different likes and dislikes. We like and dislike different people. Y'all know when you come over here, I don't like nobody. I mean nobody. So, you know, it's you can count on one hand the people I actually do like. So don't take offense if somebody don't like the same person you like. Crack jokes, have a good time, keep it clean. If y'all do have to cuss, I ain't gonna knock you. Just please, pretty please, with a cherry and sugar on top, misspell your curse words. It's not for me. It's for YouTube. They got AI. They be cruising and watching, and I am a black content creator, and I don't need the smoke. So please, if y'all got to cuss, misspell your cuss words. The Divine Miss M, hey girl, thank you for being number 45. Katuabe, you better tell them, girl. Tell them. I ain't telling nothing but the truth. Hey, Jay Darkness. No problem, Chris. No problem. Yeah, this is a no mess channel, baby. You know, we talk about the mess other people do. We do not get in mess. Mess is not what we do, honey. Mess will age you before your time. Mess will have you looking 79 when you're 49. It ain't worth it, Miss Seeley. And we don't play that over here. So let's get into what in the hell is going on. Now, the first thing I want to address while we waiting for other folks to wander in, Kendrick Lamar done dropped that video for that song Luther. Y'all, it's just so sweet. I like the aesthetic. I like the black and white. You know, you get the color pops here and there. I thought it was classy. I thought it was poignant. Like I said, I got a little misty, because y'all know Luther gone. He gone. He gone. And you know, the fact that we got a longer sample of Luther's vocals, especially at the end of the video, it was like, oh Lord, this boy is tugging at the heartstrings. I say, Lord, Luther, God, Jesus. I'm telling you, I just wanted to just throw myself at the casket and take me with you. You know, it just took you all the way back. But overall, jokes aside, it was really cool. Kane TV said that video is a movie, so beautiful and soft. Loved it. That's the word. Very soft, very beautiful, very artistic, very classy. Magaline, thank you for being number 50, sis. I like the fact that SZA had a feature, but she didn't have to hoot around booty and grind all over the man that's in the video. Love that for them. That, you know, maybe it's just the old lady in me. Love that for them. And y'all know I'm cool with the kids being cool, but I'm also very excited when, you know, we can get the music minus the soft cornucopia. It was just really cool. You know, they told a story without doing too much. And I just overall I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of it. Queena sent me a cash app. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. My sister's showing me love up in here. Thank you, Queena. Thank you, Nikita T. My two supports for this stream, and I appreciate y'all so much. So listen, definitely enjoyed that. Was shocked at how many views was on it. Like by the time I could watch it, they was at 500,000 and it hadn't even been an hour. I said, what is going on? And this, y'all know Kendrick don't even announce nothing. He just put stuff out. And then you hear people whispering like it's a plague in the land. Kendrick dropped. And it's like by the time you hear Kendrick dropped, everybody Zoom. And so by the time I could get there, it hadn't been an hour. We was already over 500,000 views. I don't even want to know, you know, what he do to it, whether he sprinkle a little crack on it. I don't know. Whatever the case, everybody went to go watch it. Very nice video. I suggest you watch it. It was enjoyable. Kane TV say the director directed 4 Aubreys videos and is a Canadian lady. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I seen that. The person I seen talking about that was Showface News. Y'all know I like old Showface. He have good stuff and he's real funny. Like his channel. Real funny folks over there. You ain't heard it yet. Oh, it's so nice. Queena is so nice. Oh, it's so pleasant. So yeah, y'all check that out. Another thing real quick. This is the one thing I did want to mention before we get to them ladies over there on RHOA that concerned me. Hey, Shabelle, thank you for being number 55. I appreciate you, sis. I'm going to tell you what I seen that disturbed me. Okay. Y'all hold my hand. Hold my hand because I'm traumatized. Okay. Why y'all let Aubrey put that wig back on? I'm just asking. It traumatized me. Y'all know that we did a forensic examination of Aubrey's scalp after he took that lace front off. Y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember that. We did a forensic examination of his scalp and all that damage on top of his head after he finally pulled that lace front off. Now, I was minding my black business yesterday. This after I had already went live and talked to y'all. And I seen he out there with the Somalian pirate boy, the one that was running around in the bra, talking about who he gonna whack and stuff. That little weirdo. And he got that goddamn wig back on. At this point, I'm tired. I've been saying for the longest. I have been saying for the longest. Okay. I told Peanut, told a few people. At this point, I'm starting to feel bad because I feel like we picking on this gentleman. He ain't no gentleman, but this young, he's not young. This person, we picking on this person. I believe he's developmentally delayed in some way. I'm not certain. And so I feel like after a while, you done beat the dead horse. You done, we done kicked the corpse all the way down the street to the cemetery and back. We done had 2 funerals, a repast, and a second line. I just be feeling like we need to just leave it alone. And then he does things that's so embarrassing. He put out this stupid video about this Nokia song, and it was just like imitating Kendrick Lamar's videos. It was weird. Then the reference track come out for the song. It ain't even really nothing you made. It ain't even your song. Come to find out, a little boy from Sierra Leone did that, made it. He up there talking about baby girl, and you repeating it and trying to imitate the boy accent and everything after everybody done picked at you about faking and imitating accents. Now, as if that wasn't embarrassing enough, you done went and dusted off that wig and put it back on top of your head, sitting up there looking like a Daniel Boone Coons. Look like he about to just go rough it in the great outdoors. Take that thing off your head. Like he done skinned 12 honey badgers and just glued it to the top of his scalp. You seen what happened to your scalp last time. You wouldn't take that goddamn wig off. Take it off and grease your scalp. Grow your hair back. Cut it off and start from scratch. Get some hair mayonnaise, some mane and tail, some Glover's mane or something. Grow your hair back. Stop doing this. Every time we turn around, you go dusting off that old half-dead roadkill wig and putting it back on your head. It looks terrible. I don't even think he bought a new one, and you got enough money. I don't care how much you gamble. You got enough money to get another wig. Stop that. God darn it. Portia, where's Portia? Portia over there with them go naked wigs. Why you ain't made some wigs for these boys that just can't wear their hair? They just want to put on wigs and stuff. Call Portia. Stop putting that old dusty wig back on your head. That wig looked dehydrated and ashy. I ain't know whether it needed some oil sheen from Carson, some castor oil, or some Jergens. Now this mess got to stop. Now I'm serious. I'm tired of people, picking on him and stuff. Like he's already done shot himself in the foot. No pun intended, because we about to talk about somebody that like to shoot people. That Brit Eady girl. But you ain't even giving us nothing to work with. As the aunties, the auntie coalition, you're giving us nothing to work with, Aubrey. And Sandra, I blame you. You ain't giving us nothing to work with. We trying to tell the children, just quit picking on them, because at this point it's tired. Every time we turn around, it's something else with Aubrey. Aubrey doing this, Aubrey doing that. Now you done went and grabbed this old half-dead wig at the bottom of the dustbin and putting it back on top of your head. If I was anywhere, oh my God. Sandra, we know you ain't raising for nothing. But the least you could do is stop him from putting that goddamn dust mop back on top of his head. Now, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. At this point, the gloves is off. I'm not telling nobody else to quit picking on him, because at this point, I believe he want to be picked on, and I'm going to leave it at that. DT done got his crown back. I know that's right. Lord, what this crazy thing say? The wig needed some pet food. Apparently. I know I'm tired. This don't make no sense. I'm not telling nobody else don't pick on him. If y'all pick on him, have at it. I'm not saying nothing else. Time I turn around doing something stupid, bad enough, he went and put on them boots like he done killed 25 Muppets to make them boots over there in Australia. Had Joe Budden picking on you. Now you done went and grabbed the old half-dead coonskin cap, put it back on your head, and you in the club making duck lips with that mess on your head. What is the duck lips for? Are you doing that so you don't smell the wig? Is it really duck lips, or are you doing this? Are you trying to close your nose up, or you doing duck lips? Hey, Jenny Patterson, how you doing, baby? Queen, I don't know what's wrong with him, but I'm sick of it. I'm tired. I'm done. I ain't telling nobody else don't pick on him, because see, sometimes, listen, y'all know I don't like bullies, right? And I don't play the bully game. Thank you for being 59, Dana. You say the wig got high blood pressure. Baby, that wig is suffering from dehydration and malnutrition. Okay? However, and like I said, I don't play the bully game. Even when somebody wrong, after a certain point, I'm like, okay, we beating a dead horse. Now, how many times we got to say, you're wrong, you're dirty, you're a thief, you're corny, you steal. Like, we done said it all. We done said it all. Lord knows we done said it all. So naturally, the mother in me, the auntie in me, the granny in me is saying, okay, y'all, enough is enough. Like, we done said everything we want that we need to say. Okay, we get it. We get it. We don't like him, and y'all know I not just not like him. I hate that. I really hate him. But okay, we don't like him, we hate him, whatever. Enough is enough. Then you go grab the coonskin cap. I don't have nothing else to say. I don't. Hey, Miss Gardner, how you doing, sis? I'm glad to see you. Thank you for being number 62. Yeah, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm tired. Now let's get over here to RHOA. People with decent wigs, okay? These are people with decent wigs. Everybody but Cynthia is not the topic of conversation today. So everybody we discussing today got decent wigs, okay? DT want to put some Tiger Balm on the wig. Child, Tiger Balm ain't enough. That wig needs Abokini. But either way, let's get the notebook and let's get into it. Yeah, we're going to talk about people with good wigs now. Because I'm tired of that mess he doing. I'm sick of that. We done went over his scalp, seen all the damage, the comb over, the hairs plucked out, fried, brittle. Even made suggestions on how to fix it. Showed him what to buy. From over there to Beyonce and them, that's sacred. Them, the silver bottle, them edge drops, they work. They really work. Told him what to do to grow his hair back. Instead of growing your hair, you go put another lace front on. I wish Trump would outlaw lace fronts. I swear for God. I wish he'd outlaw lace fronts. Because I'm tired. Lady Blue said that wig looked worse than Drew Sidora's wig. So first season on RHOA. Mama Sandra, get your baby, please. Yeah, get that. Get him. Get him. This mess got to stop. Lisa Gordon, thank you for being number 69. Not the Gold Bond medicated lotion. You think the wig got psoriasis? Probably do. Because the way his scalp was ate up, he was 1 second from having cradle cap his goddamn self. So now let's get into what's going on. So now y'all remember we was in here. What day was that? Monday. We was in here Monday. Girl, it is a year since Junior Pope passed. You know what? I seen the post of his wife with them three boys. Oh, it was so sad. In case y'all forgot, Junior Pope is the young man from over there in Nigeria, the Nollywood actor, the one that was on the boat, and he had told that man to slow down, and then people crashed into him or whatever, and we lost Junior. And it's been a year since he passed. So, Lord have mercy on his family. I hope that Jay is okay raising them boys by herself. And, I know she got a good support system, but that's just sad news. So sad. Every time I think about that, I get sad. Thank you for reminding me so I could say something. You say the wig got the gout. No. That wig ain't got no gout. Kane TV says, see the difference with Kendrick Lamar, we talk artistry. With Larberry, we talking foolishness. This guy. See? That's why I say, I ain't even going to tell nobody don't pick on him no more. Hey, California cutie girl, where you been? Thank you for being like number 70. Good to see you. Yes, he did look like he had cradle cap, Amanda. So let's get into what's going on. So it was Monday. It was Monday. It was Monday. Monday. So Monday, we came in here, and this was after. Remember now, we was talking about the fact that Jessie Woo was so excited that she was able to sit at the cool kids table that she ran online to repeat what she heard. Remember? Remember? Okay. Hey, Queen of Hearts KS. Thank you for being 71. So yeah, she did that. And so, we had to talk about it because gossip, to me, gossip is fair play. Once you done said it, we could say you said it, and this where it come from, and we can determine whether we believe you or we don't believe you or whatever, right? So we talked about it. And so that's when the conversation first started about the girl Ming Lee. That's the one was hanging with Kenya. Let me try to get the pictures lined up in case I got to remind y'all who we talking about, okay? Now, hold on. Mm-mm. Okay. So I just want to make sure we got it lined up. But in any event, so those were one of the young ladies that was there with Kenya. Now it was Ming and the girl Akila. We saw her that season when she filmed with Kenya a couple times as Kenya's friend, and her baby in Little Brooklyn was having play dates and stuff. Mm, excuse me. So hey, delightful. Thank you for being 73. And so um we was talking about the fact that Jessie had gossip that she heard, not that she knew, but she said she heard apparently from somebody in that little friend group that the information came from Ming Lee. Okay, because they done crossed paths before, because both of them had been crawling up underneath Rick Ross's belly, excavating for meat. Okay, so we discussed that. Now, further on in the week, hey Taya, we talked about the fact that Ming Lee came out and said it wasn't me. She was on her Shaggy. It wasn't me. Or on her Johnny Taylor. Show wasn't me. You remember? See, Philly Joint say she remember. I remember. Okay. Y'all remember? Okay. So now Ming came out and said, wasn't me. I said then, I don't know if I believe that, Ming. You could have done that. Or maybe you didn't. Right? Then we had to come back in here yesterday. And don't come bothering me because I know the word is yesterday, as we all know. But right now we getting to the meat of the matter, and dialect is what you get. Okay? Yeah, the excavating files, the excavation files. Okay. Then yes, Diddy, or yesterday, in common parlance, we had to come back in here because Portia said that she know for a fact that somebody who's a cast member who's still on the show gave Kenya at least part of the naked information. Hey, Ashley Kane, how you doing, baby? Mm-hmm. Lord, DT talking about special victims unit, the missing meat scandal. Child, ain't nobody looking for that meat. Not nobody with sense. I ain't gonna never need money that bad. No, I will go to the altar and just tarry for the Holy Ghost and wait till the Lord send it down from heaven. I ain't never digging up under that belly for no meat. Let me starve, Jesus. That's what you do. But I digress. So anyway, Portia says she knew for a fact that somebody on the cast, who's still on the cast, still on the show, gave Kenya at least part of the naked information. Okay. Now, listen, you talking about sources. I'm going listen, tell you, I don't know what you got going on, baby, but we got to keep up with the chain of events, and we going in chronological order. So she say she knew somebody in the cast gave her at least part of the naked information. That is what Portia said. Yes, Diddy, or yesterday. Then we had Portia and Kenya to clash online. Slightly later yesterday. Hey, Dana Scott, thank you for being 78. Mm-hmm. Slightly later, where Kenya was like, don't lie, that's not true, and don't use my situation for clickbait. Portia told her that is a lie, and then basically told her, I ain't using you for no clickbait, girl. I was in it because I was talking to them people on your behalf when you was mad about that girl threatening to shoot you, and then I went back to talk to them on your behalf when they was trying to suspend you off the show. Now that's how it went in order. Hey, beautiful black, thank you for being number 78. Okay, so that's how it went in order. And that lands us where we at today. It lands us where we at today. Yeah, you got to keep up with the chronology. Okay, we got to get this thing straight because see what I noticed when you got this many people talking. This one said this one said that, this one said this one said that. People get stuff out of order, and when you get it out of order, you lose context, and then before you know it, somebody done lied and said something happened when it didn't happen. So I like to keep it straight. So if for no other reason, we can go back and pull this video or whatever video, and we got it in order of events. This is the order of events. This is the way it happened. So now, what we got today, I'm gonna have to share the screen because y'all got to see this. Okay, so now we finally get the showdown between Ming Lee and Brit Eady. And I told y'all what I think. Now, that's not to say I'm right, but what I think is that this is what the mess was all about from the get-go. Not on Kenya's side, because we all know Kenya didn't start this one. And we know when Kenya started, we can say she started it. Because on this report, she got some fans over here. She ain't got a lot of fans over here. Because we the regular real girls. She ain't got a lot of fans over here. But we believe in telling the truth. Kenya done started a lot of stuff, but this is one time. Ain't nobody say Kenya started this. Kenya was minding her business, chilling. But it looked like, to me, this was Brit Eady's issue from the beginning. Because if you recall, even Jessie Woo repeated that when she was so excited to repeat what she learned at the cool kids table, was that Ming Lee and Akila was at the same party, Shamia's party, when Brit decided she was so upset and so touched and so bothered because she thought that Kenya was shading her because she asked about a wedding ring after she was sitting there counting divorces. And I'm still trying to figure out why, when people recount this situation and re-mention what happened and retell it, why do they leave out context? Kenya didn't just walk up and say, hey, that ring looked like an engagement ring. She was sitting over there, Madam the Puppet, was sitting over there saying, oh, it's like everybody, it's the housewives, but everybody's divorcing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divorces. And Kenya was like, okay, are you one of them? Are you engaged? Are you married? And she was like, no, I'm married. She was like, oh, I was asking because I saw the ring, but I didn't see the band. Just a regular conversation that she started, but then all of a sudden you felt shaded. Really, you felt shaded because it wasn't even that you felt shaded. You felt insecure and uncomfortable because Kenya came there with that girl that you got an issue with. That girl ain't got no issue with you, but you got an issue with her. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad you made it. Hey, Miss Barbara Warren, thank you for being number 82. Appreciate you. My peanut is here. She number 84. All right. So that's kind of what went on. Yes, Madam the Puppet. That's who she. Okay. Let me just, yeah, right. Emma Britt started the whole conversation. It seemed like a benign conversation, seemed a little messy, but it seemed like a benign conversation, in my opinion. In my opinion, I've seen much worse as conversations go. As conversations go, I've seen much worse. It was very benign. And so Kenya just went on with the flow of the conversation that Brit Eady initiated. Hey, Brandon. Okay, so this is who we talking about. She was up there counting divorces, and all Kenya said was, okay, hey, we talking about divorces and marriages and whatever like that. If you ask me, I feel like she was trying to shade the ladies getting a divorce because she was trying to be on her Suge Avery. I's married now. Well, I guess you are. But to whom would be the question. So Madam was upset because Kenya returned volley, and it wasn't even intentional. She just asked the question because you were discussing marriages and divorces and counting divorces like the crass, uncouth, unclassed, uncultured hooker that you are. Now, let's get into they little clash online, because they had a little clash. Okay, hold on. All right, let's get into it. Hey, Brandon. Oh, child, Brandon say happy Friday, y'all. Pistol whip Barbie is dangerously self-entitled and delusional. And is. And is. Hey, Inel, thank you for being 83. The punched kangaroo, aka Brittany, definitely started. And the thing is, I don't even think Kenya picked up that she was trying to shade her because she's that bad at it. Hey Anna, thank you for being 86. So wait a minute, let's share the screen so we can see the back and forth between Brittany and Lil Ming Lee. Okay. And I'm sorry, but I tend to agree with Ming on this one because Brittany is still in her feelings, and I think also what this back and forth is going to show y'all is she is paying a lot of attention to social media, and she's getting her feelings hurt, and she thought she saw something that would give her a leg to stand on, and she tried to run with it. And Ming said, Ming pulled a scorpion and was like, "Get over here, get over here," and we got a lot to it. We got a lot from this, and I'm gonna break down what we got from it because it did not have to happen. It did not have to happen, but yet here we are. So let's go here. Mm-hmm. All right, this is good. Okay. Mm-mm. Mm. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So this is where things went sideways. So Madame the Puppet decided she was going to run. She was going to run to the interwebs to try to, I guess be upset, show her disdain, her displeasure at the fact that when the rumor came out that it was Ming Lee, I'm sure she felt vindicated. Like, see, that's why I didn't like her. That's why I was mad with Kenya, because Kenya was her friend and didn't want to be my friend. See, I knew Ming was the problem. So I'm sure she felt vindicated when Jessie Woo put the rumor out, put the gossip out. And don't worry. Please don't think we've forgotten about Jessie Woo. We've not forgotten about Jessie Woo. We gonna deal with Woo later, because this ain't her first time doing too much, and she's done quite a bit. So we're gonna deal with her next. Okay. So after Ming came out yesterday and was like, "Look, I ain't do that. That wasn't me. Keep my name out of it." I said at the time, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what she's saying. She's saying she didn't. I was like, well, maybe she gave us something. I feel like if she says she didn't, and the way she said it, we're gonna go through it. Maybe she really didn't. Now that doesn't mean she maybe didn't point Kenya in the direction of all you got to do is look here, look there, whatever, yada yada. But hey, at the end of the day, she says she didn't, she didn't. But because she said she didn't, Brit Eady done ran to the interwebs, running her mouth. Like, I don't know when she gonna learn that shutting up is free. Don't nobody charge you to shut up. Ain't no shut up tax. Ain't no shut up tariffs. Ain't no shut up department that you gotta file paperwork with. Like, you can do it. You don't need no certificate. As the old people you say, a certificate. You don't need none of that. You don't need no permits, nothing. You can just shut up on the house, and ain't nobody gonna bother you if you do it. So look, she says the internet didn't tell Kenya anything, because where is it all over the internet? Ming told me herself, and put herself in all caps, in a drunken night at an event in Miami for a whole hour. She has saved explicit images of me in her phone for a rainy day, and put very weird in quotation, not quotation mark, in parentheses, to admit to. Very weird for her to admit to. Apparently, she does not know how to structure a sentence, and somehow I'm not surprised, because when she should have been studying, she was being a big video vixen. Her words, not mine. She ain't innocent either. Can we help? can't help we dated the same people. Rick Ross is really large, but he is not people. He is a person. It sounded like Smokey and Friday. My mama don't like a lot of people around. You dated one person this girl dated. That would be one. Just, madam, stop. Baby, Ming Lee said not to be outdone. Here she come. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ming Lee said, I ain't missed too many comments. Get into what Ming Lee said. Okay. Ming Lee said, I wasn't drunk. And what I said verbatim was, see, when I read that part, I said, see, now, you could have been quiet and what's about to be said wouldn't even happen. So she said, and what I said verbatim was, and wait, before I even get into that, what Brittany's saying don't even make no sense, madam. If she didn't like you so much that she gave nasty pictures to Kenya on you, why would she sit up and talk to you for an hour? Drunk people, what's the saying, y'all? Tell me in the chat. What's the saying? A drunk mind speaks a sober heart. I think that's what it is, right? And if she don't like you enough that she passing out naked pictures of you, she wouldn't talk to you for an hour. If she was drunk and didn't like you that much, she'd have been cussing you out, and they probably would have had to take her out or send you out to keep her from jumping on you or something. People who don't like you don't drink and talk to you and confess things to you. That's not how it works when people don't like you. I'm starting to feel much like she imagined and cooked up a situation with Kenya for no reason. It's given, you've dated one person this girl has dated. You insecure when it comes to this girl for whatever reason. And probably because she's more popular with the people you want to be popular with. And so you cooking up in your head that she got something against you because you're not making sense. If somebody dislike you that bad and they drunk, they're not sitting up talking to you. Quiet Storm said, yeah, drunk mind speaks a sober heart and drunk men tell no lies. Right. So back to Ming, because Ming was ready to go ahead and get some straightening. She said, I wasn't drunk. And what I said verbatim was, if I had given those pictures or videos to Kenya, it would have been the ones I have in my phone of you at that party. So my mind immediately went to calculating, now what party are you talking about? Now I said, now I don't know what party it is, but I bet Brit know what party it is. And Brit, what the hell was you doing at this party so that people was recording you? You must have did something mighty off the wall. It couldn't have just been dancing and twerking and taking shots and stuff. You must have did something real foul at this party that folks was recording. And she could holler all she want about it's very weird. If you do something real messed up, I'm sure if it was a party, it was a few people that recorded you at that same party. And I want to know, what the hell did you do? What have you been doing? You got pictures you done signed releases on. It's videos and pictures out in the ether of you doing nasty stuff at parties and people randomly recording you because you just old nasty sway back slag, ain't you? Just ain't worth a plug nickel. So now she said that she told you that if she had her, it would have been the ones that was in her phone or you at that party. And then she said, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Those are not on the internet, nor have I ever shared or showed them to anyone. And I've had every phone since 2011. And I said, okay, now, Ming, you talking my language because I got all my phones too. I don't throw out no phones. If you ever sent me a message, anything, it's in there. It's in there. Now, please don't ever try to tell a lie because I will dig through them phones. I will charge that bad boy up. And we going to roll that beautiful bean footage. So this girl says she done kept her phone since 2011, and I ain't mad at her. You have to, because people like to lie. People like to lie. And when you got evidence like that, it's easy for y'all to mess around and cross up and something done go down and she try to say, you a lie, I ain't never did that at that party. Ming can say, ta-da, you actually did, and here go the proof. Now, you know I wasn't finna say that on this internet. You knew better than that, Quiet Storm. So she said, I done kept all my phones since 2011. I said, okay, Ming speaking the language I can understand. She's saying it in a language I can understand. She say, Brit, you are 1 year younger than me. So you were well over age. I guess she said, don't start that. I put some underage pictures out of you and I got underage. She said, girl, you ain't but a year younger than me. She said, and this narrative that I'm mad because we dated the same person is complete BS. One of my best friends used to be his fiance, which you was cool with before you even dated him. So it sounds like everybody done had a turn digging up under Rick Ross' belly. Anybody can get up under there if you want to. I don't know why you would want to, but anybody can. So apparently, one of her best friends was so-called engaged to Rick Ross, and she say, Brit, you was cool with the girl, and then when the girl broke up with him, you went to digging under his belly. You ain't even have no girl code about yourself. She say, so stop it. I don't have a problem with you, like I said, to your face. And I would never leak or share any pictures or videos of you, period. You had a past, so what? Just tell everybody your hoe got deleted. And you married now. Now, this is where I said, this goddamn Ming Lee, she ain't got good sense at all. She crazy. And I'm going to tell you something else. Your hoe cannot be deleted. Let me just say this. I don't know whether this is the common narrative among the whole circles. Shout out to the hoes. Shout out to the hoes, because Jesus showed love to hoes too. Shout out to the hoes. But if this is a common narrative among the whole circles, among the whole community, let me just tell you, there is nothing you can do to delete your hoe. Okay? If you ever had a whole drive, that whole drive, even if it's in storage, the whole drive is still there. You can't delete no hoe. Now, Ming, I was with you up until you said that. Now, that's when I knew you had lost your mind. Yes, that fool said, tell him your hoe got deleted. I ain't never even heard it. I said, I wonder, is this a narrative among the whole community? Yes, Daddy. The girl said that she said, just tell him your hoe got deleted. The whole community is spreading narratives that you can just hoe it up. And then if you find a man stupid enough to marry you, just delete.
Cold turkey.
Cold turkey. Delete your hoe. It never happened. We deleting hoes now. We deleting hoes. Kane TV, you asking me what it mean, baby? Who I'm supposed to ask? I don't know. Do we have any delegates from the whole community available who can explain how this works? Because I was thrown off on this one. I'm her say, so Kenya knew that Ming and Brit had issue and used that to dangle over Brit's head. Kenya's calculated. How is that dangling it over her head? Make it make sense. Jessie Woo was at the same party. Akila was at the party. Umpteen people from Atlanta was at the party. How is she dangling that over her head? Ming Lee is part of that circle. Did you not hear what Jessie Woo said when she was running off at the mouth, when she had diarrhea at the mouth? When they went to the Renaissance, Ming was there hanging with them. That's part of that crew with Candy and them. Candy, Kenya, all them. That's the same crew. So you mean to tell me the girl can't hang with her own crew because Brittany want to be on a TV show? What that got to do with Kenya? What that got to do with Kenya? And if Brit Eady can't see Ming Lee without coming unglued, what you doing on the guy? What you doing trying to be in this circle of ladies if you seeing this lady here make you come unglued? It don't matter whether it's fake, genuine, 24 karat, whether it's 925 sterling silver, brass, pewter, platinum, rhodium. It don't matter what it is. That's their friend circle. They been kicking it. What they supposed to do? Oh, now we can't kick it because Madam the puppet might come unglued and want to shoot people. Madam better go back over there and get in that ventriloquist case and stop acting crazy. Ming Lee done told her apparently the hoes believe that you can just delete your hoe. Just delete your hoe and move on. You all worked up because you done decided in your mind this girl got a problem with you. And it sounds like to me, if she really had a problem with you, all she have to do is put out the video from that party because you know what she mean. That's what she say. She say you know what she mean. So clearly she ain't got no problem with you, but it's definitely given that you were so worried about it. You so bothered. I'm going to ask y'all in the chat because maybe I'm tripping. Because I've had this happen before. Not the whole stuff, because I don't have no whole files to delete. But have y'all ever had somebody that has or have had like a competition with you that you don't know nothing about? Put a 1 in the chat if that has happened to you. I'm gonna put a 1 because that's happened to me a few times. One time by my own sister. Ooh, I'm her said it's giving Ming clock to a T. Yeah, but and you probably right. I'm her, but this the thing, niece. Even if she clocked a T, she didn't call on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just because you feel like somebody clocked your T, if they ain't saying nothing, chill out. So I see the ones. I'm not the only one. And this is giving you had this thing in your head. Meanwhile, this girl wasn't even sweating you like that. She hang around the people she been hanging around. She been around Shamia. So if she got a chance to come to the big fancy rich lady house to eat big fancy rich lady food and hang at the big fancy rich lady party, why she not gonna be there? Because you got a weird competition in your head with this girl. You want to fit into this group so bad and you feeling some type of way because she already in the group. Whether she get a microphone and a check or not, she's still in this group that you trying to get into. And we're going to get into further how I know that this is what her problem is because of this little interview she did trying to dress up like that girl, like that lady Olivia Pope. She said some stuff there that further let me know that that's what her issue is. She worried about being accepted and she feel away because she feel like that girl is already accepted. That's her issue. You gone? That's her issue. Yeah, they deleting hoes. Tell a friend. That's what her problem is. DT, thank you for the super chat. Says Brit looks like rotten chicken schnitzel, and this is just a little donation to celebrate my birthday. It's your birthday. Wait a minute. You out of the country? You ain't got no cash app. What we supposed to do? What else gonna do? Y'all get in Discord. Let's huddle up and figure it out. Not right now, but after the stream. So dig, and y'all tell DT happy birthday in the chat, please, pretty please, and then family members, we gonna huddle up in the Discord so we can figure out how we gonna show love to DT. Y'all know I used to be on top of birthdays better, but I don't have help with that anymore right now. Okay, so I'm just sitting here trying to understand, like, Brit, do you not see how much mess you put yourself in? It is, but we got to huddle up because we can't have everybody sending 50 different ones, plus everybody don't have PayPal. So we got to figure it out. We're going to huddle up in Discord. We ain't going to try to figure it out here in the open air. We'll figure it out in Discord. Now, this is where I'm lost. Brit still ain't figured out, and I don't know why she's not figured this out, but she still has not figured out that you just assuming that everybody got a problem with you. Oh, Kenya sizing me up. Kenya didn't even know you was bad. At that point, Kenya barely knew you was breathing until you made her know you was breathing. She wasn't studying you. I know she don't like me. I know it. I know Ming Lee got a problem with me. Meanwhile, this girl she done let the internet know she got some real filthy stuff on you, probably raunchy stuff, because she said she know exactly what you mean. You know exactly what she mean. And hey, girl, I ain't never put nothing like that out on you. So I coulda, but I didn't. And I seen people online playing stupid, talking about why would you keep that? Oh yeah, you keep stuff like that because you don't never know when it's gonna come in handy. And you don't never know when somebody gonna say something slick. And you don't never know when somebody gonna tell a lie. If I ever had it, it's gonna stay in the phone. If I get 3, 4, 17 new phones, that phone is never getting deleted. I don't wipe no phones. This Brit girl, she finally wanted that showdown with Ming Lee because this is who she had a problem with. And I tried to tell y'all that when that stuff came out and we went to, putting 2 and 2 together and 2-stepping over here. The reality is, Peanut said if y'all spoke to her she missed it, it's because she working. She working, but she's still in here with us, okay? So this is what this is all about. She wanted a showdown with Ming Lee, but she made it about Kenya because Kenya is friends with the girl. Kenya had the girl around her. So she made it about Kenya. This was about Ming Lee. This who she wanted to showdown with the whole goddamn time. Right here. This is why I say, bravo, you missed your coin. You missed your coin. And it's giving Ming Lee got a little mouth on her. Now, I don't know her, but it's giving she got a little mouth on her. Y'all missed your coin because y'all could have brought her on with Brit Eady. Hey, Black Smile, thank you for being 107. You could have brought her on with Brit Eady, let Brit go through all these gymnastics in her head and make up all these issues that don't exist. And then they could have went ahead and hashed it out. And this conversation probably would have been far more entertaining had it been live and person to person rather than on the internet. Now, it still might have resulted in Brit Eady threatening to shoot somebody because we know she's not quick with the mouth. She wanted to go back and forth with Kenya Moore, and all Kenya said was queens don't something about peasants can't come for queens, or however she put it. Something that lightweight, and you lost your mind. Do you know all the slick shots, jabs, shade, and insults that's been thrown around Real Housewives of Atlanta? And you couldn't take a peasant queen comment? You couldn't take a peasant queen comment? She couldn't turn a phrase with that? She couldn't whip that right back around and let her know what is real funny? You such a queen sitting at the same table with this peasant. She could have whipped that thing right back around. And instead, all she could do was threaten to shoot people and talk about her husband. Girl, why are you here? Now we come to find out what your real issue is, which is Ming Lee. And I'm irritated because I don't even know enough about her. And I want to know something about her because y'all done brought her into the mess. Thank you, Jessie Woo. Now, wait a minute. Before we get to Jessie Woo, let me pull this up because this is right here. Fair use on this. Hopefully it goes. This show, this Housewives nightcap, that's not a Bravo thing, is it? Is it a Bravo thing? It's not a Bravo thing, is it? I don't think it is. But we finna find out. We just finna find out. I don't think this the one. Cha. I'm gonna have to go to, I think Jasmine Brand had it. It was an excerpt from that same interview where she had that stupid blazer on and that crooked part in the top of her head. I just don't know why that girl just fix herself up like that. I just don't know. Here we go. But yeah, we got to go ahead and grab this. But this is what lets me know that that was her issue, was feeling like she didn't fit in or she wasn't being accepted. And so then we got the stupidity. We got stupidity that we didn't ask for. And it was all because she felt like she was not fitting in or they wasn't accepting her. I believe they're the ones who had it. Hold on. Yeah, I'm on the right thing. Y'all bear with me a second. Y'all can roll with me. Y'all got time, right? I believe y'all should have a little time. It may not have been them, but I could have swore it was. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I thought for sure it was on the Jasmine Brand. Where she was, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm looking for while I'm looking for it. She made the statement that she felt like the other ladies didn't have her back. Matter of fact, I know I can't even play that one. I can't even play that one. I can't. Because that one actually had a clip from the show. That one had a clip from Bravo, and I know we can't play that one. Okay. Hey, Yolanda Franklin. Hold on. Anna said, I feel like Brit threw sand at Kenya and Kenya picked up the whole beach and tossed it at her. Brit wants Kenya's attention so bad. She does because she's still whining for it. She's still whining for it. DS says Brit should be more concerned about her service animal, Michael. Ooh, 33 seconds in the reflection corner. And make sure them chairs lined up because I don't know what y'all going to do in here today. Emma said we got. So listen. She said, brunch after this brunch, there was apparently a brunch that they had with the ladies on the show. And she was sitting there. That's when her and Kelly apparently were still friends or whatever. And so they're at this brunch, and it's one of those, I guess, a sneak peek situation that they used in this interview with her. And so she was upset because she was like, y'all called to see how Kenya feels. Yes, they wanted to see how Kenya felt. Kenya made a catastrophic decision that affected her money. These ladies know Kenya. They don't know you. They don't know you. And she's like, they called to check and see. They called to check and see how Kenya was feeling. Had her face, you know how she hold her face. Had her face all tied up and looking crazy. And it's like that. This is what it's all about. It's almost as though when I was listening to her during that portion, because I only saw clips of this interview, I would never sit and listen to an entire interview of her talking because this bothers me after a while. I can't sit through that. But that's what this is about. When Kenya retaliated, somewhere in her little pea brain, she thought that those ladies were all going to just like gather around her and cloister her and coddle her and woo 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 poor you. It didn't happen. And I'm gonna say something else about that. I feel like it did not happen because they were aware that you went and got a lawyer to push the issue, and they probably felt some type of way about it. Again, this is somebody that they have relationships with, that they're friends with, and so they're not going to be mean to you, but they're going to check on their friend, because even though they can acknowledge that their friend was wrong, they still feel a way about the fact that, yeah, my friend made a terrible decision that really impacted her money, impacted her life. And so, hey, friend, now that the smoke cleared, how you feel? Yeah, you know you went a little crazy. You good? We love you, but you know you went a little crazy. Of course they checked on her, but it was for her. If y'all saw that, put a 6 in the chat, because I saw that. And I was just like, are you okay? And so she's telling this woman, look like a clear lady. I couldn't really tell. Y'all know my eyes be bad sometimes. It looked like a clear woman. So she's telling this clear woman, I feel like the ladies, that they didn't have my back. Have your back how? They left out when Kenya put the information up. What else did you want them to do? What else did you want them to do? This is why I told y'all when Portia said somebody went to the higher ups to try to get Kenya fired, I told y'all that was Kelly. Nobody else was going to do that. Nobody else was going to do that. Kelly did that. I believe that, unless Angela come out and say, yeah, it was me. I know I'm weird. I did it. I believe Kelly did that all day. They didn't have my back. They left out when they saw how bad it was going. What else did you want? They don't know you. And I'm going to tell you something else that lets me further know that this was more about, I just need to be accepted by this same group that likes Ming Lee. It's because the lady asked her something about Kenya. She's like, I've not heard from her. Not a call, not a text message. I'm blocked. Of course you're blocked. You threatened to shoot the lady. Girl, you should be glad you got blocked. Hey, Krista Jones, thank you for being 114. It's like, she's odd. She's not just what she is. She's odd. Evie said, no way she thought she was going to get them women to exile Kenya for her. She thought it. I don't know why she thought it. I'm not sure whether it was horse tranquilizers, fentanyl, crack, heroin. I don't know. But somehow or another, some substance or other told her that was going to happen. Say, how can anybody have Brit's back with the mattress in the way? Go back to the reflection corner. This time, 36.3 seconds. Okay? The mattress was in the way. Good Lord. Delightful say she had a hand in creating that moment as well. Sure did. Sure did. So now, with all this mess going on, we now seeing that this girl is still obsessed with Kenya. Kenya ain't call, ain't text. She blocked me. And talking about if Kenya would apologize and if she need an apology, if Kenya apologize, we can move on. She's not apologizing to you. She's not apologizing to you. Like, I don't know who needs to say this to her, it's not going to happen. She's not apologizing to you. At the end of the day, she went way too far. She went way out of bounds. No sane person should take it where Kenya took it, but nobody's accusing Kenya of being sane. But that does not change the fact that while her response was irresponsible, borderline insane, she did it because you threatened to shoot her. I don't care if she went too far. Deal with the fact that she went too far. But for that girl to be delusional enough to think that, number one, she's owed an apology, and number two, that she would ever get one, I would like to know which substance she's using. That's all. I'm just wondering what substance she possibly could be using. On what planet do you think you can threaten to shoot somebody and they're going to apologize for however they respond? I could see them apologizing to onlookers and standers by, like, hey, y'all, I shouldn't have did that in front of you guys. That was irresponsible, not cool, set a bad example, set a bad precedent, all that. But apologizing to you would be certifiable. No. If you want to apologize, ask your mama to apologize to you. Your mama is the one that need to sit down and say, Brit, mama, sorry. Ain't no way I should have been letting you hoe in high school. That's who owes you an apology. Your mama. And your surgeon, not Kenya Moore. Like, let's stop that. Kane TV say Britannica sounds insane. She lucky she just got blocked. Right, because she dealing with Kenya. Somebody else would have beat her tail. And if you ask me, that's what she needed. Okay, you back? You know DS live in that corner. Yolanda say this should be Brit's first and last season. Can't stand delusional folks who look like they can't stop smelling their own. Yolanda, let's start with 17.1 seconds in the reflection corner. She do be looking like she's smelling something, though. Hey, Mac, thank you for being 144, boo. DS say Brit should be looking for an apology from her. That's Rick Ross' fault. Blame Rick Ross for that. He do that to all them girls. 117, okay. I was like, 144, you sure? But okay. But yeah, she needs an apology, but not from Kenya. No. I feel like if we're being honest and clear here, there's no apology that Brit Eady can offer Kenya, because you don't apologize after doing something like that. You just live with the fact that you did something dastardly, and that's just what it is, right? Kenya does not owe Brit Eady an apology. Kenya owes her daughter an apology. She owes her family an apology, not Brit Eady's family. She owes her family an apology because you didn't even consider how your behavior might impact them. You owe your fans an apology because some of her diehard fans are out here windmilling for their lives trying to defend your actions when your actions are actually indefensible. You even low-key kind of sort of maybe could owe the network an apology, but they owe her one too. Like, I think between Kenya and the network owes her an apology, a big one, and she owes them one not so big. Big, but not so big. Because number one, they owe her an apology because she made her irresponsible decision as a direct result of their inaction. Right? And everything that came after that was a direct result of that. She owes them somewhat of an apology because her actions, because they were so off the charts, put them in the line where they had to deal with a lawyer and possible legal action, right? So those are the two parties that need to sit down and see if they can make peace. There is no making peace with somebody who threatened to shoot you. Like, that's just not a thing. I'm gonna just be honest. That's not a thing. That doesn't exist. Kane TV say I would have cursed Bethany's lineage after her statement of whips and pew pews. Yeah, I could see some of that. I could see some of that. I could. Now let's get on to Jessie Woo, because I told y'all about her before with the whole situation when she started spilling stuff. And I told y'all what I think it is. I think she's really excited to be at the table with the cool kids. And so she was happy to start talking about what she heard at the table with the cool kids. Okay? That's what I thought, right? So now we got Jessie Woo going online, and she's trying to make it a thing Like, she wants more attention for putting Ming Lee's name in this mess. Ask me why. This ain't the first time Jessie Woo has done too much, but now she wants to get into the Housewives universe and do too much. No, ma'am. Please and thank you. No, ma'am. We're not interested. We the people are not interested. Hey, DM Rocks. And the reason I say that is because not only did she have Justin J saying, "Oh, they got it from her," and you gonna mention it, you need to say where you got it from, and this and that. So then she goes live today where they got it from me, and ain't no not too much on Jessie. You on the wrong channel. It's gonna be too much on anybody I want to put too much on. This is not the place. We don't spend over here, and I'm tired of Jessie mess, and so I'm finna get her. I'm finna to get her. Love you, baby. But if it's too much for you, come back when we finish. It ain't gonna take but a few minutes. Right. I'm sick of Jessie. This ain't about her. But it's the fact that she trying to now center herself in the middle of some housewife stuff. First of all, while we appreciate the gossip, because gossip is what we like to do, you never first had to even include yourself in this. Just because they let you be around them didn't mean that it was your job to go back to the internet and repeat what you heard because you so happy to be able to tell people you was at Shamia house and that you was at Renaissance with Candy and them, and I was around. Okay, girl, fine, you was there. It is what it is. So now she live again today. I give people credit when I repeat what somebody say. I say I heard it from this one. I say I heard it from that one. Well, baby, we ain't never. I'm gonna say this. Not only did I say it came from you, everybody else I heard mention it made it clear that it came from you. So what is your problem? What is your problem? No, she didn't just say her opinion because I was listening and we played it back over here. Talking about what are y'all talking about? Shenanigans, y'all ain't talking. I'm talking. Me talking. And I'm talking about the fact that it ain't all this, oh, she runs in those circles. She got round Candy after they did that. Was it a Tubi movie? What movie was that they did together? I think it was a Tubi movie. And then she was able to be around. And then she's been matriculating with these ladies a little bit. Now she's at the cool kids table somewhat. And because she's around, she was online. They was talking about something else. And then she made sure she slipped in what she know. And I have it from a very good source. Okay, fine. Like I said, gossip is fair play. I'm not mad because I sure repeated it and sure played what she said so people could hear it from her mouth. She didn't give an opinion. She said what she heard. An opinion is, well, I think this or I think that. What Jessie Woo did was she said, I heard and I have it on good authority. I have it on good authority. She said it's a very reliable source. So she was citing sources and gossiping like the rest of us. My name ain't Miss Ma'am. And that's going to be your strike too. You're a real cute girl. I'd hate to block you. But I said what I said. And that's my opinion. My opinion is that she was running her mouth because she was at the cool kids table. Why you calling gossip an opinion? This is an opinion and it ain't changing. And we don't do stands over here. So anybody you standing, I advise you to go stand on their channel because we don't do that here. So now she online trying to center herself in the middle of this mess. Girl, you ain't on this show. You ain't never been on this show. You ain't never been a topic of conversation for this show. DS, you ain't got the beggar. I bet you don't. She ain't never been a topic of conversation for this show. But now she going out her way, making multiple. Now she want to make multiple videos to try to make the mess that's going on somehow center around her. Baby, this don't center around you. You brought a little bit of gossip. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. You brought some gossip. Thank you. Thank you. You dropped it off. Now keep it pushing. You said what you said. We heard you. We put 2 and 2 together on some stuff. We took what we wanted to take. We dropped off what we wanted to drop off. Now she back online today. Oh, everybody, take my source. You ain't what I want to mention it. I said it. Girl, we already said you said it. And talked about you too. What else you want us to do? Throw a party? Light up sparklers? What else are we supposed to do? Like I said, this ain't her first time being out of pocket. Probably ain't gonna be her last. You know, she always on the teeter-totter of everybody's nerves. And now here we go again, trying to center yourself in some mess. Girl, you dropped off the mess and go. Please go. Because I ain't heard nobody, not one content creator, not one. And y'all know I'm cool with everybody for the most part. I ain't heard nobody repeat that and didn't say that you was the one that came back running it. You the one came back running it. And I think most people handled it like that because if it's a lie, you told it. We just repeated what you said. So she basically coming up with imaginary issues, pretending like people stealing tea from her. Ain't nobody stealing tea. Hooker gossip is gossip. Gossip is gossip. And let me tell you this too, because this ain't real journalism and this is just gossip. Once something is out there in the ether, after a while, it's not so-and-so said. After a while, it turned into they say and I heard. Because somebody who said and heard might not have even known that it started with you if she managed to find one person who said it and didn't say her name. So the bottom line is, if you don't know how to gossip and you don't know the rules, stay out grown people business. Once you put it out there, they might say they heard it from you, but if they did not hear it from you and they heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody and they did not say your name, that's not them stealing tea. You cannot steal tea once it's spilled. Anybody who sip, just sip. So she back again with too much dip on her chip, doing way too goddamn much. Okay, now DB, my nephew coming with the real. I would have to say I don't see people mentioning her like people on the show. That's probably what she wanted. That is probably what she wanted. She wanted to be included like she was some kind of, central part of the story. You're not. You're a person who was sitting at the cool kids table. You heard some stuff and you came back to repeat it. That's it. That's it. And that's not a knock. That's real. Because if I'm sitting around somewhere and I hear something, I'm running it back too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. DM Rock said it sounds like she got a cease and desist letter or something. I don't think she got no cease and desist letter. No. What she was doing was trying to pretend like people were stealing her tea. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell you steal tea. If you don't want nobody to say what you said, then don't say it. If you don't want nobody to say what you said, don't say it. Because if you say it out here on these interwebs, repeat it is what we gonna do. Repeat it is what we gonna do. Right, Queena, that's it and that's all. Do I believe her? I believe she heard something. I believe she heard something. I believe that. Mac, say it again. And she ain't never been an extra on the show either. Never. And ain't gonna never be an extra on the show. Even Toyota Forever ended up being on the show, making her $1,000 an episode or whatever her ex-husband / baby daddy said that she was getting. At least Toyota Forever made it on the show. At least. Right, Kane TV stealing tea. How the hell you steal tea? The whole point of gossiping and telling stuff is so the word can get round. When did the gossip game change? Because I've been gossiping since I was in middle school. We ain't gonna talk about how long ago that was. Long time ago. The whole point of gossiping is so what you told, everybody gonna hear it. And then they gonna repeat it. Are you telling it so for the sake of the gossip so people will know what the hell going on? Or was you call yourself telling what you heard at the cool kids table because you want your name included in something? Ooh, child. DT say not stealing tea. She should be stealing some relevance. I I say, I'm tired. I'm tired. I just about had enough. Just about had enough. I'm like, here we go again. We already know she was doing too much with the Tamar and Candy thing. We already tired of Tamar and Candy going back and forth, and then she had to jump in there. Well, let me tell you, I worked with both, and one was insufferable, one wasn't, and I'm a windmill for Candy. It's like, girl, relax. They let you sit at the table. Like, relax. You got to do all that because they let you sit at the table, girl. Girl, stop that. Not cute. Now here you go again. Listen, I don't, I don't really do Candy like that, but Candy, you need to be more careful who you have sitting at your table. You do, because you let them at your table and then they come out here into the world to irritate everybody else because you don't let them sit at your table. Sick of this. Now let's get over here to Nene Shade in Kenya, because at this point, all I could do really was kind of like bow my head. That's all I could do. That's all I could do. I didn't know what else to do with that, to be very honest. I wasn't sure if there was anything else that we could do with that. So let's share the screen, because we got to be real. Even though I don't feel like Kenya owe that hooker no apologies. Kenya, you kind of had this coming from Nene because you ran your mouth mighty much, ma'am. Max says she gonna lose that seat at the cool kids table if she keep going on. Let her keep running back, repeating stuff. Let her keep running back, repeating stuff, trying to, integrate herself into places. Don't do it. Bree says, so Ming Lee was filming for this show, and after the investigation was over, her scenes was cut. Interesting. I ain't never heard she was filming for this show. She didn't get picked for this show. Ming was never picked for this show. Ming was at the party because that's their friend. So her and Akila was at the party. Apparently Jessie Woo was also at the party because she's part of that friend group some type of way because of her connection to Candy. She was never filming. Never filming. Right, Queen of not my circus nor my clowns. I'm just saying. Hey, Aries son. Bree say Portia said last year she was filming scenes. I ain't heard nobody else say that. When Portia said that? Where Portia said that at? So we could go see it. Yeah, I heard that they was testing her. They had not tested, but was considering her and Brit and what's her name? Akila and Kelly. I heard they was testing all of them, which they do that every year. But I ain't never heard nothing about Ming was filming those scenes. I ain't heard nothing like that. I can't make that up. I ain't heard it. But if you could tell me where you heard it and I'll play it, then we could say we heard it. But I ain't heard that one. You so silly. DT talking about not my whole activities, not my men's. That either. In her lives, that's why she only in the background now, but she's at all the events. I need a clip or something because I ain't heard that. I ain't heard that. I ain't heard that nowhere. Like from nobody. If you can get me a clip where Portia said it, I'll sure play it. I will be happy to play it right here. They was filming to see who would get. Where are y'all getting this from? Bree say she heard Portia say it in a live. So I'm like, where's the clip? Eva say she heard it. See, I ain't heard that. That's why I'm like, can somebody get me a clip so I can play it? I want to play it. But I know they be testing people. I don't know how they test them. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know how they test them. But I heard that it was supposed to be they was testing or considering Ming Lee, Akila, Brit, and Kelly. All four of them. And no, five, including Angela. And they picked the three they was gonna pick. No, because I just listened to all. Did she drop another video today? Because I listened to the other two videos. And I didn't hear her say that in the video. I didn't hear her say that in either one of them. Did Portia drop a new video today? Let me look. Because y'all not answering me. Hold on, because I don't like to think I'm missing nothing. Let me see. Come on, Pewter. Okay. Portia for real. Did she drop another one? Portia ain't put out now another video. I got the emergency episode 1, emergency episode 2. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't have that on Portia's videos because I took notes from both of them videos. It wasn't that I didn't see that there. I just want a clip of it. What is the problem? Be nice. Say Kenya also told Carlos King the same thing. This is Bravo. This is the Bravo way. Yeah, I don't. We know that they test people. I just wanted the soundbite of her saying that they was filming. That's all. So I could put the picture together. I don't know why they picked Brit. Maybe they liked her and Kelly's chemistry together, and so they wanted to bring them in like as a team. Even say I remember it being reported back when they were speculating who was going to be on the show. You know what? I do remember them saying the Ming Lee girl, and I was like, who the hell is that? And because I didn't know who she was at the time. Okay, I do remember something like that, but I don't remember them saying they was filming. I remember the blogs posted all the girls, and Portia was going up for Ming and saying they was filming. You know what? I remember some, but we can't find. Ain't nobody got no clip. Seemed like I remember something like that. I remember something like that. Now that y'all jogging my memory, it sounds familiar, but I just want a clip. Breesh, if you find the clip, send it to me on Instagram, please. She ain't say that in the videos. No, I got the notebook. I got the notebook for what was said in them videos. No, ma'am, she ain't said that. Like I can go chapter and verse of what she said in the videos. That wasn't said because I could go back and play it. Well, I can watch it. I don't have no problem. I keep gossip straight. Even say that's too old, but I remember. Yeah, now that y'all mentioned it when they was talking about who might be on the show, I remember them saying, I remember them mentioning Akila, and I knew who she was, and I remember them saying Ming Lee, and I was like, who is that? And they was like, oh, she do hair, she this influencer, one of them it girls, and I was like, oh, okay, one of them, and she got the standard issue is influence a girl face and the eyes, the cheekbones, the pinched nose, they all get the same surgery. So I seen her then, and then when they mentioned the other two, I was like, but who they supposed to be? I didn't know who anybody was but the girl Akila. I remember that. Say they tested but they didn't hire her. Simple. Right, that's what I knew, but I didn't know they had filmed nothing. Say watch again, she implied. No, be nice, we don't play imply. You said it or you didn't. And Portia ain't said that because I took notes. I bet you my notes are flawless. I bet you that. I bet you $20 right now. Right now, $20. Tell me which video it was said in. I got $20 to tell you it wasn't because I got the notes. She didn't even mention them. She didn't even mention that girl name. Not one time. Not in video 1 or video 2. Bree say, and now she dates Ty. Oh yeah, I know she go with that girl that used to go with Mimi on Love and Hip Hop, the one who was going with Drew. She do. She do. She do. And Ty in the clique too. Don't forget, Ty is in the clique too. That's what I'm saying. This a whole clique. It's a whole clique. Which video? Give me a timestamp. You can holler she did all day, but where's the timestamp? Yep, y'all send up my bubbles now. Even say they film a lot, but pick who they want and then chop all the other stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Don't tell me, okay, go get me the timestamp in which video. Because you telling me it was said and I'm telling you it wasn't. She never said Ming's name. The only person said Ming's name before everything on the internet was Jessie Woo. The same girl we just got through talking about. Ain't nobody else said Ming's name other than Jessie Woo. Portia did not do that. Portia did not do that. Not on this one. But I do remember what Evie and what baby girl, why I can't say her name to save my life, my Breach. I remember what Breach and Peanut talking about. Portia did mention who all they was considering to be on the show, but you right, that was way back before they even started filming. I remember that. I remember that. Mm-hmm. So it's just mighty funny that she wasn't picked after Portia was going hard for her. And production and the network did an investigation and know where them picks came from. Yeah, they don't. They don't. They don't. Be nice, say no, ma'am. It was said, not my rodeo. Like my grandma used to say, keep on living, you'll see it again. No, ain't no keep on living. It's either you telling the truth or you not. And you know I love you, but I don't play them games. It's either something true or it's not. And if you can't give me no timestamp, that means it didn't happen. Because I got my notes. And I got timestamps next to my notes. And I done sat through that long enough, at least, because I have to run stuff back to make sure I'm writing it down right. So by the time I watch a video one time, I done watched it low-key twice during the one viewing because I run stuff back to make sure I'm writing it down straight. I'm not doing it a third time. That's not in them notes. Because that ain't what Portia was talking about. Portia wasn't talking about them other ladies at all. And much like Scrabble, if you're going to dispute it, you got to give me a timestamp. Quiet Storm say maybe among, maybe you mean Ming, wasn't on this show because her and Ty over there on no, that happened later. They ended up on Basketball Wives later. They over there now. But at the time, Ming was trying to get on RHOA. Over there on RHOA. That's where she was trying to get. Yeah, Portia ain't say Ming. She didn't. I'm telling the truth. Not my fault you didn't get it. Okay, you won. But I didn't say you were a liar. I said that what you're saying is not true. Ain't no need in getting spicy. I'm just telling the truth because I did my homework and got the notes. You ain't got no notes, no timestamp, no nothing, and I'm supposed to take your word over my own eyeballs and ears. That's never going to happen. Now, if you want to tell me that I didn't hear or see what I heard and saw and wrote down and documented, I'm going to need a timestamp or else I'm going to mark that as not true because that didn't happen. I put $20 on it. I don't care what you heard. You ain't gave me a timestamp so I can hear it. That's all I'm saying. Because I did my work. I can check my work. My work is right here. I don't know where your work at. I heard and saw, ran back, replayed, wrote notes. That was not said. So if you heard something that I didn't hear, I'm going to need a timestamp or I'm marking that as not true. Sorry. Even say, had Portia said it, it would have been big news. It definitely would have been big news. It wouldn't have been no one person heard it. Everybody, that would have been all over the goddamn blogs. All of them. Right. During the Amazon lives when she was selling them sheets and them outfits and stuff. I knew it wasn't Instagram, but I remember that. This was before they started filming. I remember that. Way back when she was talking about who might be on the show. I remember that. I don't know where we can get that from. I'm going to find it. The reason I want that clip so bad, Breach, is because Portia probably let something else slip in that. Portia probably said something else that we need to get out of that. Max say, Lord, RHOA is falling. They picking from the same candidates as the Basketball Wives. And you know. Okay, first off, now we finna get you up out of here. Because I like you and you've been around for a long time. But you're not finna get spicy with me because I got notes and did my work and you didn't. It is what it is. I don't have to wait for you to go digging. 10 people in this chat ain't said that. We said, they said, and then they were able to make me remember because it really happened that Portia said something before filming about all the ladies who might possibly be on the show. Talking about what is you talking about? Girl, what is you talking about? You're not gonna change nothing. The lady said it. Now, I don't want to be that girl, but if I go back and pull them videos and play that audio during this live again, and it's not said, I'm not just gonna block you, I'm gonna roast you. Because I've already sat through them videos, like I said, technically twice to make sure I got notes. If I go back and play both of these videos on this live, play that audio, and she don't say that Ming Lee was filming and scenes got cut, I'm not gonna just block you. I'm gonna roast you. And I'm just telling you the truth. Because, see, I was keeping it cool with you and you being real, like, type nasty. And for what reason? Because, over here, we call gossip gossip. But if we're going to say somebody said something, we got to be telling the truth. We can't just say you said it, especially if it's proof out there. You can't just do that. Portia said what she said. We sat up here and listened to what she said. I played a lot of her audio on this channel. So, like, lose the attitude, because this ain't the place. You want to go somewhere where you can just randomly accuse people of stuff? There's a lot of channels that let you do that. I can name them off. I'm not going to do it because some of them are my friends. But they will let you just randomly accuse people of stuff. You cannot do that here. Let me just be clear with you, because you've been here for a while. And I shouldn't have to be having this talk with you. But this is not the place to come when you want to randomly accuse somebody of anything. I'm just saying. I'm addressing the tone of your writing with the baby this and what is you talking about, baby? Listen. While we babying, baby, listen. If you want me to run the audio again for everybody to listen, whatever, I got time. But if she don't say what you claim she said, I'm not just gonna block you. I'm gonna roast you. Because as it sits, I done spent 10 minutes talking about something that didn't happen. 10 minutes. You got the tone you got because your attitude was already stinking before I had to go ahead and elevate with you. Understand, whatever you give me, it's going to be a group project. I'm fun, I'm cool, I'm respectful to everybody, but when I see it going sideways, we all going sideways. Anything you give me going to be a group project. You'll never walk alone. Not with me. So you tell me, you want me to run the audio or not? Because if I run that audio and she don't say what you said she said during her YouTube video, it's a chop. You not agreeing with the chat. You better scroll up and read it. The chat was telling me about Portia's Amazon live. See, this is what happens when y'all jump off the cuff and go to talking before your brain can catch up. Now I'm finna talk trash because this is uncalled for. This is uncalled for. This is what the hell Breach talking about. You telling me about a YouTube video and know she said it. I'm like, well, give me the timestamp because I got notes. She said it. She said it. You want somebody else to go digging. Why the hell would I need you to go digging? I took notes. You telling me you agreeing with the chat. This is what the chat's saying. And you sitting up here letting everything fall out your mouth like it's your anus. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Ain't no that was after. Nobody said it was the YouTube video but you. Y'all see how people twist and turn like anacondas when they get caught up in their bull crap? See, this is what I'm talking about. See, I try to be real cool with everybody because that's who I am. But at the end of the day, this is why some of y'all don't need to watch reality TV. Y'all get so caught up in the mess, but you can't even keep the gossip straight. Y'all can't even keep the gossip straight. And then when somebody is silly enough like me to take their time to take notes to make sure we can say for sure what was said and who said it. Right, Emma, because she didn't say that during that YouTube video. This chick came up in here. You the only one claiming Portia said that in her YouTube video. And I'm like, which one? One or two? You couldn't even tell me which video supposedly she said on her YouTube channel. And then double down, triple down, quadruple down. Dug into your anus and brought the bull crap to me with all this stinking attitude that I didn't ask you for. I ain't asked you for that. That's what I'm saying. Because I said what I said. If you gonna tell me that something I watched and took notes on had something that wasn't in there, you would have to bring me a timestamp. Max say run the audio, run it. Because I meant what I said. I meant just what the hell I said. He would say, Mac, don't be messy. Well, Mac done pressed the button. So now we finna do it. Now we finna do it. Right. It was said outside of YouTube. It was never said on YouTube. That's the whole point. Yes, up and through the anus. In between the 6th and 7th crease. And then brought that mess to my channel. Ain't nobody asked for that. We don't do that over here. We gossip and we keep it straight. We keep it straight. If somebody says something, we gonna say who said it, when you said it, where you said it. Now, if it's true or not, that's your business. We heard you say it. But what you don't do is come over here with me, signifying, talking about what you know to be the truth, and you ain't got no proof. Anything you tell me doesn't happen, you need to have some proof. Don't just come over just sliding up in here because you want to say something. That ain't what we do. And so now we finna go and run it. We gonna run it. Since we got people want to pretend like I can't see in here. Like my notes ain't legit. Peep facts. If my notes wasn't legit, y'all wouldn't come up in here to hear reviews and nothing else. Y'all know my notes is legit. That's okay. Now we finna go back. Let's go to video 1. Because she ain't got but 2 videos. That's why I'm like, how you just make up something, just pull it out your anus and drop it on my channel? How? This is not that sort of place. We don't just come here and just start defecating all across my chat. And one of the first things I say when we go live is be respectful of everybody, including me. You don't jump in my chat talking slick. Don't jump in my chat talking slick. Black Smile say, don't run it. We good. I'm here for your commentary and love the chat. Are you sure? Oh, you say she gonna lead the audio? Okay, because listen, your mama had it pulled up. We was finna go on and run it. No, for real. And ain't got to come back. Matter of fact, let me find her up here. One of y'all find her up there and block her. Don't even let her come back. Because see, I don't like that kind of stuff. Let me say this as a disclaimer before we get to the Nene of it all. The reason that I am so particular about what I say and what we say and what we joke and laugh about over here is for a few reasons. Okay. Number one, I'm not getting sued. You never know what somebody gonna sue for. If you mind your P's and Q's, cross your T's, dot your I's, you ain't got to worry about it. Even if they don't like what you said, they do not legally have a leg to stand on. This is what Kenya Moore should have been watching when she decided to go and blow up these life-size nasty pictures. You got to always make sure that your backside is covered. And I have an ample backside, so I'm going to cover it, okay? Number two, I've been lied on before. Multiple times. Anytime your mouth is this big, somebody gonna tell a lie on you because your mouth gonna touch somebody's nerve and people gonna feel away. Okay. I've been lied on. It don't feel good. If you gonna say what I said, and say what I said. Don't add nothing. Don't take nothing away. And so because I feel that way about me, I give everybody the same respect. I'm never gonna say you said what you didn't say. If somebody tell me you said it, I want something that if I can remember it, and I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember hearing her say that. Now it's clicking. If I didn't hear it directly, then I want to hear it so I can say for a fact that, hey, I heard that. You can't lie. You said that. Whether it's true or not, it's between you and your God. But you said it. If you did something and we seen you do it, okay. If you did it and nobody saw it, but it's like 4, 5 independent witnesses, these people ain't friends with each other. Hey, I don't know whether it's true or not, but 4 different people that don't sleep in the same house say all of them say they saw you. And that's how we gonna do it. Okay? But just to be rolling up and through here, defecating through my chat, based on who you like, who you don't like. You just make up a story on. Don't do that here, please. Because I promise you, there's people who will allow it, and I'm not one of them. I just want to be very clear about that. I'm not one of those people. And not only do I not tolerate that, I don't tolerate stinking attitudes either, because I don't have one, and I don't have to suffer through that. I'm not going to do that. If your attitude stink, you got your behind on your shoulders, this is the place to get it knocked off. Don't do that here. Please and thank you. Management. Yolanda say it's bad enough we have creepy, freaky folks in the world. Please don't bring that stinking anus on here. Please keep your anus at my chat. Miss Gigi, hey girl. Say, Nitra, I've always enjoyed your channel. Don't always catch a lie, but I can say you have always had standards about lies, untruths on your channel, and I respect that. Thank you. That's all I ask. Just respect it. I ain't asking nobody to change who they are. If you do stuff like that, that's fine. There's a place for it. There's a lot of people that it does not make them uncomfortable. That kind of behavior makes me uncomfortable. And I'm in my own house. I'm not going to be uncomfortable in my own house. So unless you know fact what you're saying is the truth, or just say, I think that happened, or I'm pretty sure, let me go check. If it's something that I done already reviewed and we done literally played the audio on this channel, please don't come back and tell me it was there when we know it wasn't, unless you can give me a timestamp and say, hey, big sis, TT, you missed this one. It was right at the 15 seconds. Unless you could tell me like that, I mean, what else you want me to do? Because y'all know this is the porch. This is the front porch. This is where we gossip. But we don't do no lying and no signifying over here. For nobody. Whether we like them or not. What you did is what you did. What you didn't is what you didn't. A say, yes, I agree. That's what I appreciate most about your content, sticking to the facts of a situation. And I thank you. I don't know why people can't just do that. I don't know. I'm telling y'all, reality TV ain't for everybody. I think people, for one reason or another, maybe they strongly identify with certain personalities, and maybe they have, they can identify, the other personalities are like closely identified with people who may have done them wrong or rubbed them wrong in real life. And they just kind of go off the deep end a little bit. This just ain't the place for you, because I don't operate like that, and I'm not comfortable with it. Hey, totally Tammy. That's all I'm saying, man. The truth don't hurt nobody. Why lie when the truth is free? Hey, Forever 21. Thank you for being 139, sis. Hey, nephew. Ian in the house. So let's share this screen and let's see what Nene did to Kenya, child. All I can say, like I said, I could see where production and executives could have handled Kenya better. But I also feel like on this one, Nene owed her this one, y'all. Nene owed her this one. Nene owed it to her, and she paid in spades too. She paid in spades. Hey, Fatima, thank you for being 143. Listen, I love you more. You are so gorgeous. Hey, Vet from Birmingham, UK. Well, another UK beauty is like number 147. Let me make me get in the bottom of this screen, so we can all have this little kiki together. I saw it, y'all, and I was like, it's cold work, but Nene owed her this one. I can't even front. Hey, Vet. Hey, was that Auntie Eva that I seen? Yeah, Auntie Eva just got here. Oh, wait, no, she been here. Okay. So this is what Nene reposted.
Clearly means that the network is sending you a message. You're not as important as you think you are. The message is very clear. Either the network feels that you're still a valuable asset on the show, or they don't, and you're replaced or phased out, and you just have to move on.
So y'all heard that. So this was one of those moments where Kenya was being real shady toward Lanithia. She was being real shady toward Lanithia, and Nene went and reposted it and roasted her with her own words. Max say, remember, this is escapism and entertainment, y'all. Keep the attitude away and respect the host and the family. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He was say, dang, Kenya, well, they sending you a clear message. Yeah, according to her, it's a clear message. Remember, she was also the one when Carlos King was like, well, what do you feel about Nene saying it's the house that she built? Well, she couldn't pay the rent. So what happened to you, girl? You couldn't pay the rent, or you burnt the mortgage check? Like, what happened? What happened? Because if you ask me, they've been doing you dirty a long time too. You just didn't have the gall or the liver to say no. Nene said no, and so that's what it was. But you didn't even have the gall to say no. You were gonna stay there and let them keep wiping their foot on the back of your neck until you just had a dose of the efforts and went crazy in that spa. Now, Bree say Kenya has the craziest karma. Everything she says turns to buttermilk. Ooh, not it curdles. Not as curdling. Good Lord. Bree say, I remember her saying this. Ooh, you remember this? Say, I remember her saying this knowing she was going to have to eat them words. Baby, you knew it at the moment. I knew eventually it was going to turn into a thing, and I'm going to tell y'all why. They've been doing Kenya dirty for a while, okay? The fact that I don't like Kenya, it don't make me blind, cripple, or crazy. They have been doing Kenya dirty for a while. They have. They have. If we telling the truth, they have been doing Kenya dirty for a long, long time. Peanut, did you go to the people? Hold on. You say she got evicted. But yeah, they've been doing her dirty for a long time. Hey Bunny Gonzalez, thank you for being 148. I feel as though Kenya has been wanting to be out of that villain role for a long time. I believe, and I said then, that she wanted to be able to show her business ventures and show herself as a mother and different things like that. I do not believe that she wanted to stay in that villain role that long. And I think they kind of pigeonholed her there, and they showed us that last season when they refused to even show her opening the spa and things of that nature. And I think they did that intentionally, like, no, we want you to be a villain. We want you to be a villain, and that's what you're gonna be. Like, that's just really how that went. Like, you're gonna be that. That's what I want you to be, and you're gonna be that. And so they kept her like that. We all saw how they fired her because she didn't let them get her the marriage to that man, whether it's real, fake, or whatever. She didn't let them get that, and so they fired her for it. Meanwhile, Robin Dixon was allowed to come back, and I told y'all then that was dirty. If Robert Dixon could come back to Potomac after hiding a whole mistress and the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, and then tell the story on Patreon for $5 and still come back, I told y'all then they owed Kenya back pay, because the only difference between her and Robert is a complexion. That was really the only difference. So they've been doing Kenya dirty for a while. Okay. Now the reason I feel as though Nene was smarter than her, because Nene like started bucking the system. Like, Kenya wasn't even bucking. I won't say smarter. Kenya was being more of a doormat because she didn't like what they was doing to her, but she didn't buck the system. Nene was like, "You're not gonna paint me in a way that's inaccurate." And when they was trying to, get room sounds and get her in scenes and get her to say enough so they could chop and screw, we started seeing Nene walk out of scenes. Like, you're not just gonna have me here so you could chop it up and make me look how you want me to look. Nene was bucking the system. She pushed back. Kenya didn't really push back too much. She let them people do her dirty for a very long time. And then when Nene was like, when they said, okay, we only want to give you this many episodes, and she knew that they were bringing her in. We gonna target you. You're gonna be the bad guy, but we only gonna give you this many episodes, so we don't have to pay you, because Nene had that most favored nations contract with them. She they waiting on her to sign, and she's delaying, and when she didn't, they had to go with the fake Bolo line with Portia, like, let's just all attack Portia, because the plan was to attack Nene. She left them hanging. She left them hanging. And Kenya ran around. Candy ran around, all of them making their little slick comments, yada, 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 only for all of y'all to end up off this show. Only for all of y'all to end up off this show. Every last one of you. Hey, Carla. Carla say Nene owes Kenya more. She probably do. Pun intended, right? Remember Kenya called Nene a buffoon and untalented? She did. She did. After moving from LA to Atlanta, acting a whole fool on the show, praying to get picked. And she did it without a contract. Just let me film. Max said if only Nene and Kenya could have worked together, they could have ruled the world. Well, they was trying to work together. Nene was working with her. Kenya decided, not decided. I personally believe that production wanted her to, say little things, take little shots or whatever at Nene, because they felt like it was good for ratings, and low key it was. And so that's what they wanted her to do, and she did it. Because y'all remember Carlos King saying before that Kenya was like his sweetheart, because then no matter what you needed her to do, she'd clock in and do it. It was just business. So, that was the reputation she had with these people. And I think that she did everything they asked her to do. Now, I'm going to say that when it comes to Kenya, I believe Kenya did everything production asked her to do. And then they treated her real greasy. And then she went and made statements like that. Oh, how she built, but she didn't pay the rent. And, they sending a clear message that you no longer is valuable. And so now you got Nene shading you with your own words, saying it's very clear. It's very clear. It's unfortunate, but sometimes we got to eat them words. Sometimes we just got to be careful what we say. I don't even know another way to put it. It's unfortunate. Like the whole situation stinks. Like there's no bright side of this situation at all. As far as Nene go, Nene had every right to get her lick back, because between Kenya and Candy, they talked a lot of slick, nasty stuff, because Nene was like not doing it and called them out for being racist and went and filed a lawsuit. And that was with them and everybody else. Oh, she ain't gonna never work. She, people was like rejoicing because these people were going around, blacklisting her, lying on her, saying she was difficult and stuff. While there were people celebrating that, I would never understand. Only for her to end up doing red carpets for the same network. Real crazy. So it's like what it really gives is some people shuck, jive, tap dance, and knuckle drag and step and fetch it real hard. And so they'll never talk up when somebody's doing them dirty. But then if you do, oh, Master gonna get you. I bet you Master don't let you make another peanut butter sandwich. And now she's okay. Now she's okay. It's just wild. It's just wild. And then the same people who were, like, see, boss like us, now neither one of y'all are on that show. Because them same people that did not value her, they didn't value y'all either. There's no bright side to any of this. There's legit no bright side to any of this, like whatsoever. When I say whatsoever, I don't see a bright side. I fail to see the bright side. Because the truth of the matter is, one, that Brit Eady critter should have never been there. She should have never been there to be making gun threats in the first place, knowing what and who she is. Miss Penthouse Magazine, Playmate, Whole Wrangler, reality show chick. Shouldn't have been there. Two, after she made the threats of gun violence, that should have been her last day filming, period. Three, Kenya went way too far. She did something that those other people who like to lump all Black women in together can use to smear every last one of us. So I don't think that there's no bright side to that. There's no bright side to them suspending her for this many episodes and taking away her confessionals and possibly not having her at the reunion. because number one, that hurts her pocket, and she got a little girl she raising. So ain't no bright side to that either. Um, like there's just no bright side to any of this. And I think that the best thing we can do is talk about what's happening. We might give our opinions or whatever, but just talk about what's happening, keep it factual, who said what and when, keep it in order, because I feel like situations like this, they always come back. It always turns all the way around. Them tables always turn. They always flip. Hey, Tamika Graham, thank you for being 152. They always flip. And when they do, we need to be able to say, yep, we caught that. We got that. It's on video. We went over that. It was said. We kept notes of what went on, because I feel like this is not the end of this mess. This mess is going to come back around. It's going to circle back around. Even say, and then people going to always get round to letting you know you still a nigga. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Every single time they're going to get around to it. But they say, I wanted Nene to win her lawsuit because I'm sick of the way Massa Bravo depicts Black women. I am too. I am too. Very sick of it. Very overly sick. Yolanda said, I agree. Brit crossed the line and production should have stepped in immediately. Right. But the fact that they didn't, they were sending a message. We don't care if somebody threatens one of you. Because who are we to them? We ain't nobody to them but a dollar sign. Even whether you're a talent, whether you're the talent or a viewer, we ain't nobody to them but a dollar sign. Them for entertainment, us for our views. Them people don't care about us. They really don't like us. And they've made it clear. They made it super clear. Hey, Awa, thank you for being 154. I think I heard that there may have been a settlement, but I don't know how true it is. Whatever went on, I don't think they're allowed to talk about it. But whatever happened resulted in her doing red carpets for NBC Universal. So something was amicable, whatever it was. Max said, y'all know I love Kenya to pieces, but yeah, she kind of deserved that lick back from Nene. She did. She did. You know, I don't like that it went the way it went for Kenya, even though I don't care for her like that. I don't like that it went the way it went, but I also understand Nene had every right to get her lick back because Kenya was talking real greasy and glib and, you know, real snarky and sarcastic. And it's like, you got to be careful what you say when you up, because down coming. When you trying to do people wrong, you got to see them people again. And it don't even mean they hate you. I don't think Nene got nothing against them, but I think it was a matter of, wait, girl, remember you said that when they did it to me? Remember you said that when they did me wrong? So now, you know, here we go. Max said, I kind of think Kenya did the presentation as a F you to Bravo and the producers too. I think so too. I believe that, Mac. I believe that. I believe that it was a lot on that little presentation she did, the speech and all that. I think it was a matter of, you know, F y'all. I told you it gave me an F it moment. Like it was giving, y'all don't want to protect me. You're blatantly letting me know you don't care if someone threatens my safety, my life, anything. You don't care nothing about whether I'm even safe working for you people. And I'm telling you that this is not okay. I'm telling you something needs to be done. And then to find out from Portia that she even went and second the motion, like, yeah, y'all need to do something, you know, not to fight a girl, but you know, y'all need to do something. And they literally said, no, we'll just let her go around on camera and say she's sorry to everybody. I can see how Kenya arrived at that point. I just really, truly wish she hadn't handled it like that. You got to always be thinking about, you don't cut off your nose to spite your face. You can't be so busy trying to get them that you get yourself too, because that's what she did. Now you got that hooker. You got her. You got her. I mean, that was a gut punch, but you also got yourself. And that's the problem. You got yourself. Like, this was a straight up kamikaze mission. Like, you, baby, why? Just why? Because you got that cute little girl there, and she needs you to be earning money, not living off your savings. You got to be earning. Got to be earning. Tammy saying this has been very interesting. It's been interesting, Tammy, the whole situation, but I think it's been unpleasant. Like, we can crack a joke here and there because, as black folks, if we don't laugh, we gonna cry. So we gonna laugh is kind of what we do. But this is an unpleasant situation. Like, I wish none of this happened. I wish none of it happened. Down to the gun threat. I wish none of it happened. Mm-mm. And I'm gonna tell you something else that makes it even worse. Is the fact that the gunslinger and the picture procurer, neither one of them understand the gravity of what they did. I think that's the part that's really crazy to me. Neither one of them, not Kenya nor the Brit girl. Neither one of them understand the gravity of what they did. Neither of them. Neither of them. You got Brit dumb behind talking about she want an apology from Kenya after you threatened to shoot somebody. Girl, are you on crack? That's not how the world works. Then you didn't even consider you a whole black woman, regardless of what you talk like or what you tried to cut your face into. You are a whole black woman on national TV talking about using firearms on another black person, giving these people the excuses for all of their racist tropes. You're giving them all the ammunition in the world for anything they want to say about us being violent, out of control. You're giving it to them. On top of disgracing yourself, but your mama let you disgrace yourself before you got out of high school. So that's neither here nor there. But you had no consciousness as far as even responsibility to the group of people you belong to say, hey, this makes us look like some unhinged, what's, because that's what they call us. You didn't even consider that. You didn't consider at all. Never thought about it once. That, hey, these people want us to be seen as this. They want an excuse to fulfill the things that they've already spoken over us. Why would you do that? Why would you even do that? What made that cute? And then where Kenya's concerned, all she looking at is, well, they didn't do right. They didn't do right when she threatened me with the gun. So everything I did was cool. It was not cool, Kenya. It wasn't. Yeah, right. Kenya should have went and got an attorney. That's what she should have gone and done. I get her being fed up. I got all that. But you can be right and wrong at the same time. Kenya was right and then chose to be wrong. She made herself wrong. There you go. I meant that. Regardless of what you tried to cut your face into, you still a black lady. And that's what you do. Well, she's not a lady. A black woman. Bree said, Kenya screwed up. No employer is going to want to be associated with that schmexamal harassment in the workplace. Yep. She made herself deemed a liability. Well, this is the thing. I think that she will bounce back just fine. I believe she will bounce back just fine. Because there's a God. She going to bounce back. She going to make some money somewhere. Now, I need to believe that because, you base your bills on what you got, and her bills is based on what she's had for all this long time. So, and that baby daddy, we know him and his nose ring ain't got it. He owed them people, was it all that money for rent for them restaurants and stuff? He ain't got it. He ain't got it. But Kenya did not think this through. She didn't consider anything. She just got fed up and lashed out and did something incredibly irresponsible. And I ain't fall to virtue signaling like, oh, what if it was your daughter, this and that? Like, stop all that. Because Kenya ain't going to let her daughter be hoeing in high school. She ain't going to do that. She's not going to have her daughter doing that. Regardless of what Kenya may have been, I don't believe she's going to let little Brooklyn get into no type of shenanigans. So I don't really go for all that. What if it was your daughter? What if it was this? No. It's just called have a little bit of decency. You didn't have to take it that far. You didn't have to do all that. There was ways to mention what you saw, mention what somebody may have passed you without doing what you did. Neither one of them thought, and neither one of them really understands the gravity of what they did. Neither one of them. Hey, yo, Mayo. Say Britt says she had a gun, never threatened it. Girl, if you arguing with somebody, you irate, jumping around, having to be physically held back and mentioning guns, you're making a threat. Now, that's just what it is. And if she had that pistol in a case, in a closet, privately talking to her best friend, cracking jokes and laughing. That is not the same thing as yelling, screaming like a wild animal in the parking lot out in Bankhead till the owner had to call Angela about the commotion that she was making over there. That's not the same thing. And see, that right there is stuff like that as to why these people keep intentionally being obtuse and not understanding the gravity of what they're doing. They're living on social media. Brit see comments like that. Well, see, people are excusing my behavior, so it must be okay. It's not. Kenya seeing people online saying, well, she did that, so however Kenya, I twirled her hair, whatever Kenya did it. It's not. Both of those women did is inexcusable. And there's no way y'all gonna toss that, put glitter on it, rhinestones, and sell it to me no other way. What both of them did was inexcusable, irresponsible, and neither of them considered how this would even reflect on other Black women. Like, you literally, your audience is Black women, and neither one of them even considered for a nanosecond how that reflects on the rest of us, because whether we like it or not, these people lump us all in together. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. Yolanda said, I wish Kenya never showed them posters. Instead of losing focus of the salon, she robbed herself in Brooklyn of a moment. Yeah, I got all that, but just shouldn't have done it, period. Even if not there, she shouldn't have did that nowhere. Even say you can't be in an argument and go talking about firearms. Yeah, you can't. You that it don't work like that. Yeah, that was a threat. Like, we ain't finna play the game. That's what you did, and it wasn't right, and it wasn't smart. It was not smart. Yeah, displaying stereotype behavior, and that's what them people want to say about us. They die to say it. They're literally irritated by the Wendy Osefos of the world because she don't fit none of the stereotypes. And then y'all jump out there like a jack in the box and say, "Oh, I'll do it." And I know they weren't consciously saying, let me fit the stereotype, but you did it because you didn't even consider your actions. Everybody around ain't just us. It's some stuff we might do when it's just us, but you on national TV. It ain't just us watching. And this is America, for crying out loud. This is the land of the thieves and the home of the slaves. These people don't like us. You know what we're up against here. You got to think. Definitely being a caricature and a stereotype. Never thought about it. Neither one of them. And neither one of them are even considering the gravity of their behavior and what it really means outside of social media comments. They just waiting for people to give them excuses for their behavior. That's all. Bunny said, facts, Kenya could have leaked Brit's tea to YouTubers. Plenty of YouTubers would have dragged Brit. Yep. Two substructures beneath hell for sport and for Kenya. They would have done it. Or she could have just not done it. She could have let maybe like a couple of people on cast, like, girl, this is what them people saying. And let that be that. Let the talk do what the talk do. She ain't have to do that. Like, it wasn't the right thing to do. Bianca said, nobody can't be arguing with me and mention no firearm. I know that much. Yeah, me either. Don't do that. Yeah, that's not okay. And Kenya, it's not okay. Like, that's why I keep saying, like, there's no bright side to this story. There are no villains and no victims here. All y'all acted a fool. A plum fool. Max said Kenya should have kicked her out the event and ignored her for the rest of the season. Hello. And like I said, she had perfect example. You got a poster board with all her faces on it. You could have hung it outside, put it on a post outside. Everyone welcome except these people, even though it's the same person. Everybody but these people. That's all she had to do. And then the rest of the time, hey, keep her away from me. She's violent. Call the police. File a report. You call the police on Portia for dragging you, which, that's assault, low key. So, yeah, I got it. You called the police for Portia. You should have called the police for this hooligan. What were you thinking? Like, and I feel like nobody in their camp is keeping it real with them. I'm going to just be honest. The people in Kenya's camp, I've seen, other celebrities, reality stars or whatever, we stand with you, Kenya. We support you, Kenya. We got your back, Kenya. I got all that. But which one of y'all gonna tell a girl this was not this wasn't the move, man? This wasn't it. It was 100 ways you could have handled it. Why you ain't called me? I'd have told you how to handle it. But they're not being real with her. They're not. I don't even know who's on Brit's side. I don't know, because it looked like don't nobody like her. But whoever is on her side, I don't think they telling her the truth. Buddy said, especially if Kenya sent a few YouTubers a check to expose Brit, YouTubers would have done Kenya's dirty work with a smile. Would have. If she just had to go that route, definitely they would have. Say the fact that they're so old and unaware is kind of scary. Well, age does not guarantee wisdom. It don't. Age don't guarantee wisdom, unfortunately. And like I said, this whole situation is unfortunate. Like there's no bright side. Yeah, she did. You're right, Queen. She didn't think it through. There's no upside. There's no pleasant side. There's no sympathetic victim here that we can say, oh, poor you. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Because both things that happened, y'all did it to yourselves. You did it to yourselves. But as the mess comes out, as the gossip comes out, as the gossip permits, we will be back to make sure we chronicle everything that is happening in order, exactly how it went. And hopefully this will be the last time Jessie Woo try to insert herself and center herself in some housewives mess. You are not centered, honey. You were just there. This ain't got nothing to do with you. We got enough mess and enough messy women without you trying to make yourself a centerpiece or a central part of this story, or integral part of this story. You're just not. Okay? No, for real, Bunny. That's what I would have did. She said, not hanging the body dysmorphia faces on a poster. That would be epic. I'm telling you, that's what I'd have done. I'd have had them pictures lined up outside on the sidewalk. Don't let none of these people in my event. None of them. I'd have had the Urshas at the door with the shirts on with all her faces on there. And if she had showed up, I'd have had somebody walk her and all her faces right back out. That's all she had to do. I would never understand why Kenya took it far as she did. Max said, well, I definitely think they cast Brit to fit into the stereotype. Yes, they wanted a certain stereotype, low class, low vibrational hooker energy. And so that's why they were dying to have her. And so now we got us a low class, low vibrational hooker mess. Thanks, Bravo. You getting to work, Renee? Love you, sis. Drive careful. Evie says, like Nene said, Kenya was the initial downfall of the show. They wanted to begin ushering in people to do things like this. Yep, them stunts. That's true. Nene did say that Kenya was going to be the downfall of the show. She said it. She sure said it. Well, y'all, it's been 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 48 seconds, and we got to go. Okay? So listen, I appreciate y'all. This has been a blast. Aside from somebody getting too emotional and getting beside themselves in my chat, let's all pray that never happens again, because I don't have the patience or the energy for it. But I'll find it. But yeah, so like I say, y'all know what time it is. If you did not hit the like button on the way in, I need you to please hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you will know every time we go live on this good channel. Okay? Subscribe if you've not subscribed, because you know we're happy to have you here. Okay, love and respect for everybody. If you want to join channel membership, there's a join button beneath the video, as well as a membership link in the description box. Okay, now also in the description box we have the link to our merchandise store, so you can get your crown gear, so you can represent the royal family. We have the link to our storefront on Amazon, so we can all shop together for our different homes. Okay, and there's a link to my wish list in case you want to send me any goodies, pins, notebooks. You know, we keep a notebook because that's where we get our notes at, child. Keep everything straight. I appreciate any and all support. I want to thank you to DT, and also to Nikita T and to Queena for sending support for the stream. I appreciate you guys for that. And also, there's a link to my book, Little Girl, Big World, the survival guide for girls leaving home for the first time. Make sure your little girl and every little girl you know has one. All right. So, as always, guys, be positive, be productive, encourage others, and make sure you encourage yourself. And remember, in case no one else says it to you, in case nobody else says it, remember now, God loves you, I love you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. Talk to you later.